Today, we are going to talk about why we miss someone or why we feel a miss even after we have moved away or moved on from someone. And not only that, why we miss someone who is close to us. It could be parents when we go outside for our studies or to do something for our own self. So, in essence, today's talk is about why we miss someone so dearly, even though we are physically not present with them. What we generally feel in instances when we have moved away from a relationship or moved away from someone, what comes to us is that the time that we spend together, the relationship that we were in, the physical, the mental, and the emotional engagement we had with the person. These are the things which we see when we think about someone we miss, when we miss them dearly. We think about the time that we spent with them, how physically we were engaged with them, how emotionally we were with them. Those are the things which we recollect or which we get to see when we are missing them, when we are feeling incompleteness because of them. But let me tell you, there is something much more deeper than that, which we don't realize, and which is the reason why we miss someone so dearly. Like many a times, even after spending a couple of years away from them, still you miss them dearly. Still you feel that incompleteness. Still you feel that void. You know why? As I was saying, there is something more deeper about it. Many a times what we don't realize is that deep within ourselves, many of us, or I would say majority of us, are yearning for something. There is a void of something. For some, it might be for love. For some, it might be for acknowledgement, recognition. For some, it might be about care. And for some, it might be just peace of mind or the state of peace and calm. And many a times what happens, and since we are underneath or deep within, we are yearning for this. People who come to our life, people who become close to us, very engaged with us, unconsciously, they start filling these voids, filling these spaces for us. It might happen, a person who you are engaged very closely starts filling the care that you have never received. You feel totally cared in their presence. For someone who is a restless personality, the presence of someone close to you fills in and brings that peace and calm and takes you away from all the distractions and the scatteredness you otherwise feel. For someone, a person coming close to them can bring the love that they always dearly wanted. So deep within, without knowing unconsciously, these individuals are coming and filling that void and yearning that we have. And when we live with them, when we spend time with them, whether we spend time physically, emotionally, mentally, what's happening is their presence is filling this bucket, which is deep within. It's filling this bucket of love, care, peace, as I said. And slowly we get used to it. Slowly our inner self get used to tasting those things from them or that's coming from them. And the moment they separate out or the moment they leave or they move away from our life, what we see is that we might not be able to do those activities, spend those moments or engage that physical engagement. We will not be able to do that. That's what we think. And we feel we should be okay with it. But what we don't realize and don't think or understand is deep within what was getting filled with, which is now used to getting filled, is habituated to getting filled, will no more be filled and the yearning will come back. As I said, the inner self is used to getting filled and it will want it to happen again and again. And since the person has moved out of your life now, that will no more get filled. But the yearning and the spaces, it will start becoming incomplete. The void will continue to be there, and you will have a very desperate need. You will have a very inherent craving to fill them because you're used to it now. And that's why you see many people, even after getting separated by someone, still think about them, still want to experience them, still feel incomplete without them. Why? Because deep within, the voids, the craving, the yearning that you had, they were filling it for you. And now, since they have gone, those are all empty. And they want someone to fill it. So that's why we keep remembering, that's why we keep recollecting people who have physically left us and who are not physically there present with us.